This is Heather here, and I'm going to tell you of some different ideas of things that I do when the new moon is in Gemini. A lot of people sometimes will say, well, what are you going to do on the new moon of Gemini? I'm going to follow the advice of what I know that the Gemini sign is, okay, which is intellectual. They're excellent at multitasking. They can do so many things. Usually they're the person that's like the work that takes their job very seriously at work. They're kind of the person who's like, they may have some OCD, with work. They're very attentive and they're kind of serious about it because they take it very passionate and they're very good at it. And they're awesome at doing so much. But one of the things that's really interesting about the new moon in Gemini is duality, like the twins, like the Gemini sign represents. So here I have some different things where I have, two of some different things here on this table. Just to give you some ideas, those are some things. The color is orange. Some of the incense that you can use are, let's see, eyebright, hops, lemongrass, sage, and rosemary oil is another good one. So these are some different things that kind of invoke the Gemini essence and things of that nature, and it further just affirms what you're working on. Okay? Now, I also ask for guidance and what I should tell you, and what my guides or spirit guide or angels or whatever, that helps me, has let me know that you are in the opportunity where you need to go back to school. You need to go back to school. You have so many different options because you're so good at so many things. And because you're so good at so many things, and you're capable and able to do so much, you haven't really taken the time to figure out what it is that's going to make you happy. A lot of times, you're so great at your jobs that you've helped people make a lot of money and get very, very far from it. And the universe is thankful for that. However, it's your turn, okay? So it kind of makes you a little, right now you're a little bit sensitive to stuff. And what happens is the universe, the angels, or whatever you subscribe to, kind of is saying to you, especially in the month of October, where the veil is very thin, it's kind of indicating to you, hey, this is also what I would like you, and I'm speaking about Geminis here, but not just all Geminis, because the fact of the matter is October is about the veil being very thin with those that have passed on. So with this information, basically you're hypersensitive, you're becoming more sensitive, and you need to remove yourself from environments and people and places that no longer serve you. You need to trust your feelings, and sometimes when you are learning to do that, you have to isolate and separate yourself from job environments that no longer work for you, from people that no longer work for you, from relationships that no longer work for you, things that you may have been interested in, you don't have the same passion and drive for that. And it's not because you're not where you are with it, it's because of the fact that you're meant to do something different. And if you're not certain and you may not trust yourself as to what you'll pick, go be quiet, off to yourself, be alone, take a drive, whatever it may be, go outside, take a walk, that kind of thing. And, ask your angels or ask your spirit guide, hey, what is it that I should be going to school for? What is it that I should become? What should I be happy? So you're not scattered and you have some focus. In order for you to do that, the guru is you, okay? You, you're the guru, okay? You just have to take quiet time out to yourself. You have inner wisdom. You already know what to do. And a lot of times you don't even have to ask someone, although you can, but no one knows this better than you. And a lot of times if you just are quiet long enough, you can listen to yourself and say, does this resonate with me? Is this on the same vibration with me? And it's not always about making money. It's not always about, having a glamorous or glitzy life or anything of that nature. Sometimes you just find a thing that works for you. And you're wiser than you give yourself credit for. Although you know you're a sharp blade in the drawer. Make no mistake about it, you are. But sometimes you can be a spiritual person, or maybe you've been putting out so much you don't know how to receive. So you need to practice more receiving within yourself, saying thank you, and just that's it. Receiving. And you need to ask for help when you need it. When you're becoming more sensitive, you need to be delicate with yourself, and you have to treat yourself as if you're an older person or an elderly person or a baby or something of that nature, because when you're blossoming, it's a gentle flower, and you need to be careful that you're not too harsh or delicate or hard on yourself. And sometimes you are. Your enemy sometimes can be you. But then we also got the Sun card, and then we realize the reverse 7 of Wands. You're feeling like there's some overwhelming odds, but no fear. The Knight of Pentacles comes and prevails, and what that lets you know is slow and steady. It doesn't mean you're not running a race with anyone else, but you need to stop and take time out for yourself and start to plan for you to be the person that you help. This isn't just for my Geminis. This is for anyone that's dealing with the Gemini moon, new moon in Gemini. And Geminis probably resonate in particularly a little heavy with this, but avoid doing too much during this time period, okay? You can kind of get a little busy with it, as you can see. And don't deny yourself during this time period, because in that duality, you're doing so much for you and that other twin that you're forgetting just to take care of numero uno. I hope this has been helpful for you, and I hope this offers some insight. A very special person gave me this Soul Sisters cup, and she is a Gemini. Anywho, just don't put too much on yourself. And there's some wonderful things that came through. I think that you need to listen to yourself and take time out. Have a wonderful, wonderful new moon in Gemini.